Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Football Insiders, and I'm joined here with Hunter, Matty, and Rafe for our Champions League first leg predictions. We're gonna split it in half and do this week's games first and next week's games second. So that's Barca, PSG, Leipzig, Liverpool, Sevilla, Dortmund, Porto and Juve first, and then Lazio, Bayern, Atletico Madrid, Chelsea, Mönchengladbach and Man City, and Atalanta and Real Madrid second. And I'll start with my predictions for the first set of games. Barca PSG, I expect it to be a tight game, with Barca being in some sort of decent form, and PSG, I don't know, just being quite inconsistent this season. I think it might end 3-2 to PSG. I think it'll be entertaining to some extent, but I don't know who's actually going to win. For Leipzig and Liverpool, um, well, we all know how poor Liverpool have been recently, so I do expect it to be a spectacle, and Leipzig's attacking football, I think Leipzig might win 2-1, or yeah, 2-1. I can see that happening. For Sevilla Dortmund, in terms of the most underrated side, I think this could actually be the one that is most underrated because Dortmund and Sevilla, you can't really predict it. I mean, yeah, Dortmund aren't in good form, but they have players like Erling Braut Haaland and Jadon Sancho that can come up in big moments. I expect it to be a 2-2 game. Entertaining, but it's going to end as a draw. And for Porto Juve, yeah, 3-0 Juventus. I don't expect Porto to really have a chance if I'm being honest. But then again, Juve haven't been that good this. They've been all right, but I still expect them to get the job done against. Over to Hunter with predictions.
Yeah, so we started off with Barcelona versus PSG. Yes, PSG are missing Neymar because of quote unquote injury issues. But honestly, I'm gonna contradict with Brian this time, and I think Barcelona will take this 2-1 on the night. I don't know why. But PSG, they've just got Pochettino, and he hasn't had enough time to maybe influence his whole ideas. But yeah. Then we move on to the second game of the night, Leipzig versus Liverpool. Well, as we know, Klopp did come out in an interview and he did say he is going to stay. And I think, fortunes might turn around now. So I'm going to say 3-1 Liverpool. And it's going to be Mane, Salah, and Salah again. And then for the next game, Sevilla Dortmund, uh, I don't really see
I don't know what's happened with
enough
Hunter
of a
there.
challenge, difficult position. So I think 2-0.
Yeah, I
You
don't know
want
what's
to repeat
happened with
that
Hunter
last
there.
bit, Hunter? You cut out
But
of it.
we'll come back to Hunter for his Dortmund and Porto games at the end. I'll just start with my Barcelona. I've got PSG to beat Barca 3-1. Barca just don't have the players. The PSG's attack right now is really, really strong, and to see them outscoring Barcelona, and that'll end up being a 3-1 in the end. For Liverpool Leipzig, Leipzig's been in really bad form. I think this game will end 1-1. Leipzig they aren't the greatest team, but Liverpool normally would beat them, but on the form they're on now, I think it'll be 1-1. And then for Dortmund Sevilla, I think this will be a really good game. Either team could win it, but I've got 2-2 on my score prediction for the first leg. I think that'll finish 2-2. It'll be a really good game, but overall, 2-2. And then for the next game of the last of the first four, I've got Juventus to beat Porto 2-0. Quite simple. Routine victory. 2-0. So, Rafe, Barcelona PSG.
Alright, so for this game, of course, Neymar's out with injuries, so I think he's probably the most influential player, and I think they'll drastically miss him, especially considering that away. So I'm gonna go for 1-1. I think Barcelona, despite lacking, they've been under a lot of criticism, but they've improved their performances on the pitch. So I think they'll be able to grind out a result and end it 1-1. Then Leipzig, Liverpool. See, Liverpool have been really poor recently. And I think, especially with what's going on behind the scenes with Klopp, I think Liverpool he'll struggle to motivate the players, considering he doesn't really look like he can motivate himself. So I'm going to go 2-1 Leipzig. I think they have a lot of quality and they'll show it against Liverpool. Then Porto Juve. I don't think it'll be a routine win. Porto looked good against City in the group stage. So I think they'll manage to nab a goal, but I still think Juve will come out 2-1 winners. Then finally, for this set of games, Sevilla Dortmund. Dortmund have been really poor recently. Obviously, we just found out they're getting the Gladbach manager at the end of the season. But with their current scenario, and Sevilla have been really good this season, I'm going to go a 3-1 Sevilla win over Dortmund. Back to you, Brian, with yours second set of games.
Yeah, so for Lazio Bayern, I put 3-1 Bayern. To be fair, I would put 2-1, but I don't know, I just think Bayern's attack is just going to pretty much destroy Lazio's defense. But I do think Lazio can put up a fight, if I'm being honest, because Bayern, I mean, they drew the last game 3-3 after being 2-0 down to Armia Bielefeld. I can't pronounce the name. I can't lie. But yeah, I mean, they've not been as consistent as they were last year. I mean, to be fair, it was going to be hard to match that season. They were so good. So yeah, 3-1. Atletico Madrid, Chelsea. I can't lie to you. I don't think Chelsea even have moderately a chance in this. Atletico Madrid have been so good this season. So I expect this to be a 2-0 win. Atletico Madrid. It's just Atletico Madrid way. 2-0 or 1-0 win. So I'm going to go 2-0. Mönchengladbach C. Well, Man City have been, well, you know how they are. I mean, I think it's 16 wins in a row in all competitions now. So they're on a roll. The thing is, before now, I would have actually given Mönchengladbach a chance because they've done well to get out of their group with Shakhtar Donetsk and Inter Milan. So I'm gonna go with 3-1 City. I think they're gonna put up a fight, but Man City are just gonna be too good for them. And Atalanta Real Madrid. I'm gonna go 2-2. Zinedine Zidane's not had a good season so far. We can all tell. In La Liga, they're not really doing well. In the Champions League, they almost got knocked out. Benzema pretty much saved Real Madrid, as he has been for like the last season or two. So yeah, I expect it to be 2. And over to Hunter, his prediction.
Right, apologies for the issue that I cut out, but I will continue on with my Sevilla Dortmund prediction. I think Dortmund will win that 2-0. I don't see Sevilla mounting a big title challenge for them. And in the last game of this week's fixtures, Porto Juve, I've gone for a contradiction for a very different prediction here. 1-1. Juve on to. I'll be honest. I watch them like every week, and I don't really see much from them. But yeah, second leg, I know the man will turn it around. But first leg, it's gonna be 1-1, and we move on to the second predictions now of the for me, which is first Chelsea Atletico. Uh, Straightforward win for Atletico, I think. Shouldn't be tough for them. And then the Lazio Bayern game. I'm sorry, but there shouldn't be a debate. 4-0 in the first leg, even if Bayern are away. I don't really see Lazio doing enough. Immobile hasn't been up to scratch. And the City, then the City Mönchengladbach game, Mönchengladbach at home. City they're a different beast, ever since Diaz and Stone started their partnership. So it's gonna be 4-1. Uh, the uh, the Real Atlanta game, Real are gonna win that 2-0. And I think I forgot to mention my Atletico Chelsea score, but I think Atletico will win that 2-0. So yeah, we move on to Maddie.
Yep. So for Chelsea Atletico, I'm not really enjoying the negativity for people in this game. I think we stand a chance. I think it's going to be a 2-1 Chelsea win. I mean, obviously Atletico could probably win, but I'm not going to predict the loss for my team. I think we'll win 2-1, go through, just about, probably undeserved. And then for the Bayern Munich game, Bayern Munich-Lazio, I have got, even though Bayern haven't been great recently, so there's no reason behind this at all, really, but I think Bayern's going to win 4-1. I know Lazio's a good team, and Lazio's probably going to put up a really good fight against them, but I've put down 4-1. And Real Madrid-Atlanta, I've got Real Madrid to win 3-1. Last season, I would have said a different story, but Atlanta, they're not the same Atlanta they were last season. A lot of stuff's changed, and there's loads of stuff going on with players, and I just think Real Madrid will win this game 3-1 and come through. And the last game of the first leg, I've gone for Man City to beat Borussia Mönchengladbach 5-0. Rafe, Chelsea Atletico.
Okay, so I disagree with Maya. Don't think Chelsea really stand a chance. They're playing the best. Definitely with City in this category, but the best team in the world at the minute, along with City. Dominating for the Liga. Obviously, Barca and Real Madrid haven't been up to their high standards, but still can't take anything away from Atletico. And they also have one of the most informed strikers in the world at the current time, with Luis Suarez. He's got 18 goal contributions in 18 games. So I think Chelsea, will put up a good fight. I don't think it'll be a thrashing, but it never is with Atletico, as it is anyway. So I am going to go with a 1-0 Atletico win. I think they'll just grind their way through the game. I don't think Chelsea really offer too much of a goal threat. And then maybe on to Bayern Lazio. I don't think Lazio are really going to be too much of a challenge for Bayern. Obviously, Bayern have been a bit off form this season, lack consistency. But I'm going to go 2-0 Bayern, because Lazio, and Mabele hasn't kept up to what he did last season. Can't really expect him to, especially with all the penalties he received. But I can't really see them scoring, so I'm going to go 2-0 Bayern. And then Gladbach Real Madrid. No, Atalanta Real Madrid. So I think it'll be a really good game. I'm going to go with a 2-2. Obviously, Atalanta aren't doing as good in the league, but it is very tight at the top. They're only 2 points off Juventus in 4th and 3 off Roma in 3rd. And they just got to the final of the Coppa Italia after knocking out Napoli 3-1. So I think they'll be high on confidence. And Real Madrid obviously have been struggling recently. So I'm going to go 2-2. As I said, I think both teams will. I think Atalanta will go 2-0 up, I reckon, but Real Madrid will fight back. And then moving on to the final game, Real Madrid v Mönchengladbach. Gladbach aren't doing particularly great in the Bundesliga, but they were doing very well in the Champions League. Their players turned up to the occasion. They did almost fumble it on the final game, where they were very poor against Real Madrid, but excluding that, I think they were good. But obviously City have just turned into a different breed. But I can see Gladbach getting a goal. They do have a threatening attack. But I still think City will come out on top, 2-1 victors, with hopefully we get to see Aguero get a bit of action as well in that match. Anyway, guys, that is it, I think, for our UCL prediction video. We're getting a Wonderkid video out for you over the next few days as well, hopefully out tomorrow. And we'll get a tier list video out for around Thursday. And obviously Premier League predictions. So make sure to go and check all those out, and make sure to check out some of our previous videos. And we'll see you all next time.